Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today, I'm doing a love reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit. If it's not your message, it's not your message, all right? Let's get started again. I pre-shuffled the decks, did all of that, blah, 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 on another video for you, hit the wrong button, and it's all gone. So instead of me wiping this out, I've already pulled some cards, and I'm just going to tell you what I've come up with. The first energy was closed off. So energetically, I feel like you're closing off to someone or a situation due to some sort of a facade that is being presented to you. This, in turn, made you not want to nurture a situation. This made you pull away from an opportunity. There's the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the resting and healing. This is something that you have been healing from. I think you've come to the conclusion that you are not going to nurture this situation, this opportunity, due to the fact that emotionally, it's almost like someone is just doing something for you just to please you. This is not who you are actually getting, okay? The other energies we got was for the current energy, we have emotions. So emotions are running very high, and the possible outcome or the near future is divine feminine. And I take that as someone getting back into their power. Bottom of the deck for this, under facade, is the Justice. So some balance is going to be brought to this situation. Let's get some more. I'm going to make the first one pop. And we have planting seeds. So I'm getting that, like I said, you're not looking to nurture this situation where someone was doing a bit of people pleasing or putting on a front, trying to pretend that they are something that they are not. I feel like you've decided to not nurture it. You're moving forward towards another opportunity if possible, but you're healing from this and you're now planting new seeds. We have the Hanged Man. You're looking at this situation way differently now. We have the Moon. I think there's too many secrets. There's too much you don't actually know about this person who's doing all the people pleasing. Yeah, you've got your boundaries up. You're really watching and listening to anything that they have to say. And you're checking it twice. So there is some healing going on. I have a feeling this may be the person. I think they may be trying to get themselves together. But I just got, it's still in an effort to try and please you, though. It's like they're not doing for themselves. This healing can't be just for you. They have to go within. They need to go within, close off as well, and figure out who it is that they need to be for themselves, not just to like try to please you. Yeah, they have to learn to stand their ground for themselves and manifest for themselves. I think this person is may even come off, their behavior is being a little weird, or like kind of weak. I mean, sure, we want somebody, we as feminine. We want somebody to do our bidding, absolutely, but not to a point where you get to be like, they turn into like a lapdog kind of thing. I don't think feminine energy can really wholly respect and appreciate that kind of energy. Two of Cups. This is a union that I think is here to teach some lessons. I think this whole thing, if it does come into fruition, you're standing your ground on this. If it does come into fruition, I think it's going to go back to maybe starting slower, you know, instead of hitting it with the lovers, maybe starting it slower, you know, just getting a little partnership thing going on, see how things work. Bottom of the deck, because of, you know, you felt a little manipulated in this situation. They were trying so hard to make you happy. I think you feel manipulated because you don't know the person, or you're getting a lot of things from somebody and you don't wholly know them like you think you do. Well, then every time they give you something, it's almost like kind of like a gift from the devil. Like, why are you giving me this? What is this for? What am I supposed, you know, you get leery. So I think this person needs to pull up and learn how to heal for themselves. Show me this manipulation. Watching. Yeah, they're trying to figure a way to get back to you, get back into your good graces, or at least to stay there. But this is caused you to go within, to pull in. Bottom of the deck, it's the Ten of Cups. You are their wish fulfillment. You make them happy. And I feel like they're going to do whatever they need to do to get you back. They're very regretful at how things began to turn out. Okay, so let's look at the emotions. We have healing with Temperance at the bottom of the deck. The other side, we've got the Head Trip. So someone is definitely emotional about this situation. They are in their heads. I feel like them thinking about it, it just like has them going round and round. A lot of anxiety. It's a passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. They want this to pick back up. They want your heart back open. They are in love with you. And I feel like they're waiting for you to make this next move. Maybe you like put them on the curb. Maybe you didn't kick them. Maybe you put them on the curb and say, I need to go think. I need to look at this some more. And they're waiting for you to return with what your truth is. So it looks like you may be coming back in to possibly manifest, but there's some sort of a discussion that needs to be had. Possibly as to why they were closed off. So I think this is the current situation. So I think you're like giving them the hard talk, letting them know why maybe you ghosted, or, you know, left them on their own for a bit. You know, let go of this passionate connection that you guys were dealing in. Give me some more. So there's some balance that may be brought into this situation. I think that you may have had so many things running through your mind, so many things that didn't make sense, that you need clarification. You need some justice brought to this situation. There's some things that need to be talked about. This could have brought on a bunch of triggers for you, and, you know, like I say, I don't know what the situation is, but whatever it was, that bit of like the wearing the mask, the facade of being something that they are not, I think that did a lot for you. That kind of shuts you down as far as they're concerned, for whatever reason. I don't know what you've been through in the past, but I'm getting that you are looking to have the conversation with them, so you'll know what you're going to be doing moving forward, how you're going to fulfill your wishes, be it with them, or maybe you take a look at some of your other options. Three majors. We got the world, the sun, and death. Transformation. So it's kind of feeling like this old cycles after this conversation, and maybe the justice gets served, balance gets brought to this situation. There's a possibility that these old cycles, whatever they were doing, come to an end. Things are more illuminated. You're no longer confused. And maybe a little transformation on their part for the better. They can't, even with or without you, they can't be running around people pleasing everybody, trying to just fit in wherever they can get in. That's not a happy life. So maybe you have helped them to go into some sort of transformation for themselves. I think through this conversation and the work maybe that they're starting to put in on themselves, they're starting to look better to you too. They're doing this, and they're doing it successfully, and it's not going unnoticed by you. I think that'll make them very happy. Definitely get them thinking along the lines of maybe we can get back together again. Go get a little bit more. There's the nurturing queen. There is the Two of Cups again, but like I said before, gonna take it slow, gonna start off as a nice little partnership and get to know you. And then there's that new beginning, bottom of the deck, after the resting and the healing. I had that up here. And we've got the, I'm taking this as being strategic. Thinking things through, not just, trying to run up and be, what it is, Girl Friday, but Boy Friday or Girl Friday, whatever. It's just something, I think something about the energy just got a little prickly maybe for you. All right, let's see Divine Feminine. Leader, strong intuition, empathic heart, and healer to others. So yeah, I think by you going, hey, what are you doing? And having these conversations, maybe you have helped them to possibly heal some kind of childhood wounding or some kind of people-pleasing thing that they have in them where they feel like this is what they have to do to survive, but then they're never really happy. So let's see what you've done, Divine Feminine. King of Pentacles. I think you've caused a little stability in someone. You may have helped them inadvertently, but I think you might have piqued something about them that just wasn't adding up. You knew that, they were putting on, or you began to see that they were putting on the front. All right, Divine Feminine. Now we have Six of Pentacles, which is equal give and take. So things are coming balanced. King of Wands, going after what it is that someone wants. Maybe you have led this person into who they truly, where they feel their power. King of Swords. It's that intellect. You've got two kings out here. This person is becoming balanced. You could be dealing with a fire sign or maybe another air sign. But it looks like this person is finding their balance. And I think it's because of you and your leadership, your empathic heart, You know, like I said, you kind of scooted them to the curb. You didn't kick them to the curb. You're like, cut it out. We have the high priestess. That's that knowledge, that higher wisdom. Wheel of Fortune. Now it's like, now that they're finding themselves, maybe now it's time for them to maybe be able to approach a divine feminine. Taking that leap of faith, the Fool, going for it. What's the bottom of the deck on that? Yep. There could be room now for that collaboration that obviously you both wanted at one time. Moving into smoother waters. Ultimate achievement. 10 of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Everything looks like it's the Empress with the Empress. Manifesting, my God. That Hierophant. Okay, so there's commitment coming through this in the near future. 5 of Pentacles. You know, you need to blow it for me now. What is this? Steady progress. 2 of Swords. So someone is coming out of like a stalemate type of energy. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to groove. Slow and steady progress, which is the way it's going to be in this new situation with you. It's got to be slow now, because you're like crossing those T's and dotting those I's dealing with this person. You're in your independent energy, but you are helping them to like maybe work this relationship with you better. You know, nobody wants a wimpy. 8 of Swords, coming out of that head trick. Give me some more on this. Evolving. Okay, so these are energies that you are healing and coming out of. You are embracing your independence, your wholeness, and I think you have taught your person, this person on your mind, how to embrace their own wholeness, possibly from them watching you for the most part, how you dealt with this situation. Yeah, there's some reunion energy coming up here. All right, what do we have? 16, 18. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Do we want a blanket statement? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. The Lovers. This could be, you know, with a little more fine tuning, this could be your connection. Because they definitely have emotions for you. I didn't see any third-party type situations, any cheating or using you or none of that. They were just trying too much, too hard to like stay in your good graces. Anyway, let's see. Spirit, is there anything else that Libra needs to know for their highest good? We have 4 of Cups. That is not being happy with what is being brought to you, and I think that is here. The energy that they were bringing to you just didn't sit well with you, and you let them know that this is about to end. Page of Pentacles. There's that thought of how to, you know, not how to, but that there is a possible new opportunity coming. So the old ways had to end before a new opportunity could come in. With some tutelage from the Queen. The King becomes more stable, falls into that stability. We got the Moon. I think there's a lot of deep emotions in this relationship for you to see what's going on, and instead of just running off, turn around and almost kind of like help this person up. I think there are a lot of emotions for one another. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, which is that slow and steady energy. So you just take your time and do this thing. 5 of Swords at the bottom. So take your time. They don't have to try to manipulate the situation to get it going. Just be your authentic and true self. If you're meant to be together, you will be. Okay, so let's see what needs to be surrendered. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Absolutely. What else? What else for Libra? Thank you. Surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. So I feel like that's what you did. You saw them for who they were. And this little front they were putting up didn't jive, you know? And I feel like you're just teaching them, I don't want to say how to be, but, you know, a better way. Maybe look at a better way, a different way of doing things. Let's see if they have anything to say. Soulmate. You are their soulmate. That showed up many times. So you guys are meant to be. What else do we get for Libra? Telepathic bond as well. Mental health. There's maybe some mental health things. What is the mental health? That they love you. They're struggling with the fact that they were afraid that they can't give you what you need. That could have been why they did every other thing that they possibly could. And I think it pretty much annoyed you. I think had that continued, you might have even thought a little bit less of them. I'm working up the courage to contact you. You are the person of my dreams. Their passion and desire, and soulmate is back again. Okay. And they wish you were here with them. Oh, and twin flame journey. Okay. Now let's get a word of advice. Final resolution. The challenge you're facing will be restored. The challenge you're facing will be resolved through cooperation with others. Though the result may not be exactly what you'd hope for, working together and starting fresh always brings relief. That's exactly what's happening here. I love it. All right, so let's wrap this baby up with a card of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Bottom of the deck is Demeter with Nurturer. That's you. Okay. Let's see what else we get here. The one word guidance for Libra. Romantic love. Okay. And the new bottom is Liberation with Kali. So let's see romantic love with Aphrodite and number 2. Romantic love. Number 2. The Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have. Or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant a while. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold, and you, and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. Now, your alignment message is, your alignment task is to stay present, release judgment, and see the treasure of what lies in front of you. You may discover something painful is actually, you may discover something painful is actually a beautiful gift. Indeed, it could be exactly what you need to release the old patterns that no longer serve you. Be careful of the addictive quality of longing, yearning for elusive love, and fixation on desired outcomes. This only creates more of the energy of unmet desire, and you may find yourself unable to discern what is true. Release expectations and attachments and simply see what arises. Remain aware and accountable for your side of things. Make amends if you need to, and trust that all is well. Even your partnership with the universe may need refining as you let go of your need to have things your way. Call on the goddess Aphrodite to lead you to a healthier, more satisfying experience. All right. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. But most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. So until the next time, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.